Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you just heard, it's racist, repulsive and repugnant. Indians in the Northeast who braved Chinese aggression in 1962 are today being tagged as Chinese. Those who guard Bharat's western borders are being called Arabs. Patriots in North India who overthrew colonial oppression after a 200-year struggle are being derided as white, and South Indians who take pride in their Dravidian heritage are being called African. Today, every Indian in every part of the nation feels insulted, outraged and angry when the very fabric of Bharat is being ripped apart by none other than Satyanarayan Gangaram Pitroda, known better as Sam Pitroda. This shocker comes from Sam Pitroda, which I first want you to listen into.
अब क्या है 84 का? बात तो करिए, आपने क्या किया 5 साल में, उसकी बात करिए। 84 में हुआ तो हुआ।
I don't know enough about the attacks. Okay, attacks happen all the time.
In America, there is an inheritance tax. You, in your generation, made wealth. You must leave your wealth for public. Not all of it, half of it. In India, you don't have that. Where people on East look like Chinese, people on West look like Arab, people on North look like, maybe white, and people in South look like Africa.
And why this shocker from Sam Pitroda? फिर से हुआ तो हुआ और फिर से हुआ. The friend, philosopher and guide of Rahul Gandhi and his Congress party, the man who aspires to be Prime Minister of India and embarked on a Bharat Jodo Andolan and Yatra and talks about Nyay, has harbored Pitroda as his mentor. The man who once dismissed the 1984 Sikh massacre as hua to hua today has crossed the Lakshman Rekha. After nationwide outrage, the Congress party announced that Sam Pitroda has stepped down as the president of the Indian Overseas Congress of his own volition, not sacked by the party. गुरु को कौन सैक कर सकता है? वो चले गए, ऑलमोस्ट लाइक मणिशंकर अय्यर. 2017 में मोदी को नीच बुलाया, फिर चले गए और पीछे के रास्ते से चुनाव के बाद वापस आ गए. But here's what Rahul Gandhi must answer today. The first question: was Pitroda allowed an honorable exit instead of being sacked? Why no disciplinary action was taken by the Congress against Sam Pitroda if they really thought what he said was against the fabric of India? Why is Pitroda still a primary member of the Congress party? Will Sam Pitroda return to his post after polls? Why isn't Rahul Gandhi condemning his mentor, Sam Pitroda? Why 24 hours later is he still silent? Leading the charge of every Indian was Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself. Chiding the bid to divide people on the basis of their skin color, he put Rahul Gandhi and the India partners on the mat. Watch this.
ये शाहजादे के अंकल वो उनको फिलोसोफर एंड गाइड है. और जैसे क्रिकेट में आजकल थर्ड एम्पायर होता है ना, कोई कंफ्यूजन हो तो थर्ड एम्पायर को पूछते हैं, और वैसे ही ये शहजादे ये थर्ड प्लेयर को कंफ्यूजन होते हैं तो सलाह लेते हैं. ये शहजादे के फिलोसोफर एंड गाइड अंकल ने बड़ा रहस्य खोला है. उसने कहा है कि जिनका चमड़ी का रंग काला होता है ये सब अफ्रीका के हैं. शहजादे, आपको जवाब देना पड़ेगा. चमड़ी के रंग के आधार पर मेरे देशवासियों का अपमान मेरा देश सहन नहीं करेगा और मोदी तो कतई नहीं करेगा. मैं तमिलनाडु के मुख्यमंत्री को पूछना चाहता हूं, जो तमिल संस्कृति की बात करते हैं, इतना बड़ा गंभीर आरोप लगाया है. क्या तमिलनाडु डीएम के कांग्रेस के साथ अपना नाता तोड़ने की घोषणा करेंगे क्या?
Will the India alliance answer the Prime Minister? But let me remind you how this Tukde Tukde bid is not new to the Congress party. They seem to be borrowing this from Jinnah's toolkit for partition. Remember in 1940, Jinnah said, India is not a nation nor a country. It is a subcontinent of nationalities. Towing a similar line, Rahul Gandhi in 2023 said, India is not a nation, it is a union of states. In fact, Congress's Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy had once declared that Telangana DNA is better than Bihar's DNA. Congress's Goa candidate Captain Fernandes went to the extent of saying that Indian constitution was imposed on Goa, to which Rahul Gandhi said, you have a point. And Congress Member of Parliament D.K. Suresh had quipped that tax collected from the south is being given to the north and South should be a separate nation. Adding insult to injury, Priyanka Gandhi defended Pitroda by dismissing it as a useless mudda. But Union Minister Smriti Irani asked, why haven't the Gandhis snapped ties with Pitroda? Listen in to this face-off.
प्रधानमंत्री जो फुल टॉस पे खेलते हैं ना, तो इन्हीं फिजूल की बातों पे फुल टॉस खेलते हैं। मैं उनको चैलेंज करती हूँ, आप फुल टॉस खेलिए रोजगार पे, फुल टॉस खेलिए महंगाई पे, फुल टॉस खेलिए महिलाओं पे जो अत्याचार हो रहा है और जो आप अत्याचार कर रहे हैं उनको बचा रहे हैं, उस पे खेलिए, फिर मैं मानूंगी कि हाँ कोई खेला है।
आज सैम पिट्रोडा ने गांधी परिवार के घिनौने चेहरे पर पर्दाफाश किया है। अब तक गांधी परिवार ने उनके इस कथन का ना खंडन किया। देखिए, वो जीवन भर गांधी परिवार के सलाहकार रहे। सलाह कोई पत्र देकर नहीं करता, जीवन भर साथ रहकर करता है। वो स्वयं उनको अंकल कहते हैं। अंकल कहते हैं तो मतलब रिश्ता है ना। रिश्ता कहाँ तोड़ा गांधी परिवार ने अब तक उनसे।
ये रिश्ता क्या कहलाता है? That's the legitimate question we're asking on the News Hour tonight. Why divide Bharat over its diversity? That's the question, and that's the debate coming up on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate tonight, Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, Member of Parliament and National Spokesperson of the BJP, Suhail Seth, columnist, marketing guru, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author, political analyst, Dr. Sumant C. Raman, political analyst. But my first question goes to my friend Sanjay Jha, author, suspended Congress leader. And let me tell you, Sanjay Jha, I think our yesterday's show and the cricketing analogy has reached even Priyanka Gandhi Vadra's ears, because she started about this entire Sam Pitroda controversy by talking about a full toss. बस आज तो full toss ऐसा हुआ कि कांग्रेस कहाँ थी पता नहीं, पर विकेट्स तीनों उड़ गई. I want to ask you, Sam Pitroda's, it's not the first time that Sam Pitroda has made a comment of this kind. Hua to hua, inheritance tax, and now this one about literally dividing India into Chinese, Africans, Arabs, and whites. Why did we spend 250 years fighting the Goras if we were to be called Gora at the end of it? Why was the Congress involved in this freedom struggle at all, Sanjay Jha? And is this not the Jinnah ideology that India is not one country, but it is a subcontinent of several nationalities that Sam Pitroda is carrying in his heart? He was born in Odisha. So does he look like a Chinese? His parents, and he's originally from Gujarat. So does he look like an Arab? Is that how we will begin to define Indians and India? And Sanjay Jha, where are you from? From Bihar. Jhas come from Bihar. So are you Chinese and Gora mixed, and you live in Western India? So is there also some bit of Arab blood in you? What kind of a definition is this coming from Sam Pitroda? Low even by his own standards.
Navika, good evening. I think since this topic has, ballooned into a very big issue, as I can make out, in the fairness of having a very transparent debate, just give me a couple of minutes to respond to everything that you have raised, and I think what the BJP has raised. Number one, no denying it was a very inappropriate statement, had to be condemned, and Mr. Sam Pitroda has resigned. I think the Congress has definitely stepped up by taking appropriate action. But now let me pose a few questions that need not escape public attention. When Ramesh Bidhuri in Parliament made the most vulgar, vicious speech against 200 million Muslims of India, I want to ask Prime Minister Narendra Modi through your channel, where were you, Prime Minister? When you had Anurag Thakur, a cabinet minister in Mr. Modi's government, saying, Desh ke gaddaro ko goli maro, and I will not complete the balance because I respect the viewers. I want to ask Mr. Modi, kahan the aap, Modi ji? When Parvesh Verma went on record to say, boycott Muslims, boycott them socially, economically, I want to ask Modi ji, aapko humne kahin dekha nahi? When Pragya Singh Thakur said that I cursed Hemant Karkare, the brave anti-terror squad officer who got killed here in Mumbai during the terror attack. Modi ji kahan the? Mujhe to kahin nahi dikhe. And I've got a laundry list, but I want to add one more point. When the same Pragya Thakur said that Nathuram Godse has to be celebrated as a patriot of India, मैं मोदी जी से पूछना चाहता हूं, मोदी जी आप कहां थे? आपको तो हम लोग ढूंढते रह गए, कहीं मिले नहीं आप, और आप इस प्रश्न का जवाब तो देंगे भी नहीं. I mean, let me tell you one thing, Navika. I agree, and there is no denying that, sometimes the path to hell is paved with good intentions. Sam wanted to talk about diversity. He chose an extremely stereotypical, regressive, retrograde comparison. There is no debate on that. I think the Congress has apologized. I want to apologize for that as well. But I want answers from Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Because the truth, Navika, is your topic, your theme for your program today says, why divide India on its diversity? You know who's dividing India on diversity? The truth is Prime Minister Modi himself, who's got the unprecedented, shall we say, accolade of receiving a notice from the Election Commission for making a hate speech targeting Muslims in our country. Mangal Sutra, भैंस चुरा लेगा, और मुसलमान को ये कुछ दे देंगे. Can Mr. Modi answer these questions?
Sanjay Jha, all the questions that you raise will be answered by Sudhanshu Trivedi ji. But I just want to say here, Congress has not apologized. Congress has not taken any action. Mr. Sam Pitroda has resigned from his post out of his own volition. Rahul Gandhi has been silent. And Priyanka Gandhi Vadra thinks his talk is fizul, and asking questions on this thought process is fizul. And you say good intentions of Sam Pitroda and just very, very ordinary or insensitive examples given by him. Such a long rope to phir se hua Sam Pitroda. Sudhanshu Trivedi ji, do you agree? Do you agree with that?
Actually, what Sam Pitroda has said, we would like to remind, during our hostel days, we used to have a word which is called, he falls in the category of UBI, unfortunately born in India. And his disciple, Rahul Gandhi, the type of people who are having such a foreign and aligned mindset imposing over India, we used to call them ABCD, American Brain Confused Desi. That's why he always look India from a divisive, and this shows that just yesterday Sonia ji was calling about the inclusiveness. Now it shows that the Congress is having, in the garb of inclusiveness, such a nefariously divisive mindset. And in this context, I would just like to say, ये तो पहली बार नहीं हुआ है साहब. आप तो पहले भी बोले हैं कि there are 22 nationalities in India. Sanjay Jha ji was asking about the question of one person or one leader and one community, but Bharat tere tukde honge, inshallah, there is no need of any question. Then Hindu Dharma, eradication of Sanatan Dharma, there is no need of any explanation. Then Hindu Dharma is a virus. Then he says it is Corona. Then he says it's an HIV. No, this is a soothing song of secularism. So they have to be celebrated in the good spirit. But this has clearly said that what type of thought process you are having. Now this is the election. It is beyond election. It is the concept of idea of India, which says that everything has come from outside. And here is a concept that we are the fountainhead of the global civilization, and all the knowledge has emerged from here. ये वो मानसिकता है जो कहती है कि ये देश एक सराय था, ये काफिला था, जो राजीव गांधी जी के जमाने में हमें बचपन में याद है, दूरदर्शन के आर्काइव में देख लीजिएगा, जाके एक शेर सुनाया जाता था, सरजमीने हिंद पर अक़वाम आलम के फिराक काफिले बसते गए हिंदोस्तां बनता गया। मगर हम उसे नहीं मानते साहब। हम तो ये कहते हैं जो हमारे पुराणों में लिखा है, उत्तरम यद समुद्र से दक्षिणम च हिमाद्री वर्षम यद भारत नाम भारतीय से संसदी, मीन्स नॉट टू दी ओशन and south to the Himalayas, there is a great nation which is called Bharatvarsh, and everybody living in this is Bharatiya. और मैं ये भी, I want to ask to the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, this is your Tamil Sanskriti. You are keeping mum on this that you originated from Africa. Tamil belief is having that there was a great continent called Kumari Kandam. Like the Western belief that there was a great continent Atlantis which submerged in the ocean, there is a Tamil belief that there was a great continent southern part of India connecting to the Australia which was called Kumari Kandam, which was submerged. You used to say that you are the fountainhead of civilization. Now you are joining hands with those people. और मैं ये भी बताना चाहता हूं, वैसे संजय झा जी, you are intellectual person and Suhail Seth ji is sitting. I just want to put forth a scientific thing. Actually, ये जो कलर के ऊपर प्राइम मिनिस्टर हैज मेड इट वेरी क्लियर कि आप चमड़ी के रंग के आधार के ऊपर करने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं, तो ये जो कलर पिगमेंटेशन का जीन है उसे कहते हैं SLC25A4, और इंडियंस में जो उसका वेरिएंट पाया जाता है दैट इज कॉल्ड RS142, बहुत लंबा नंबर है, आई डू नॉट रिमेंबर, दैट इज हैविंग अ नेचुरल एडेप्टेबिलिटी. There is nothing considered consistent. That's why only in India you will see, even in our siblings and your extended family, you will find somebody is fairer than you and somebody is darker than you, which never happens in the West. Those who are white in their family, you will not find anybody even British. And those who are black, you will not find even anybody British. So this is the fundamental problem. You are trying to have a mindset from outside India, and that's why I am saying, ये एक मानसिकता है जो देश के अंदर तोड़ो, डिवाइड इंडिया फ्रॉम इनसाइड, नॉट टू साउथ, तमिल एंड हिंदी, पंजाबी एंड बंगाली, मराठी एंड उत्तर भारतीय, देन डिवाइड इन टर्म्स ऑफ फॉरवर्ड एंड बैकवर्ड, देन दलित एंड शेड्यूल्ड कास्ट, देन ऑन एवरी एस्पेक्ट डिवाइड इंडिया एंड देन कनेक्ट विथ फॉरेन. तो ये फॉरेन की मानसिकता और भारत की मानसिकता का अंतर. इन दिस कॉन्टेक्स्ट वन मोर सेंटेंस आई वुड लाइक टू से. On 16th of May 2014, when we got clear majority under the leadership of Narendra Modi, Sunday Guardian of London has written an editorial in 18th of May 2014 that 16th May 2014 should be considered the day in Indian history on the day on which Britishers finally left India. Because those who have ruled most of the time before 2014, with an exception of 6 years of our rule, they were having the legacy of British colonial mindset. Now for the first time, the power, absolute power, has come in the hands of those who are having no impact of British colonial mindset, which are pure Indian in their inception and inspiration. So now the idea has clear, वो British colonial legacy का mindset और ये मजबूत, a confident, emergent, and you can say full of confident India. So there is a clear difference. Now the things have gone beyond election. It has come to the concept of India.
Well, Suhail Seth, what should I call you? Gora? Because you're from the north of India? Because that's what Sam Pitroda has called you. And maybe Anand Ranganathan and Sumant C. Raman should be called Africans, because that's how Sam Pitroda wants to describe them. But the question today is, when Sudhanshu Trivedi talks about the mindset of the colonial hangover, isn't that what has been displayed today by Sam Pitroda's statement? Because Gora, 250 years we fought the Britishers, and to get the tag of Gora today, 75 years after our independence, is this what we are living for in India? Number one. And number two, you know, the mindset is displayed not in this one statement by Sam Pitroda, which is not a fluke. 4 days ago, and the Prime Minister extremely astutely saw that statement being made by Rahul Gandhi. गोरी चमड़ी वाले पेपर सेट करते हैं, काली चमड़ी वाले जब आंसर करते हैं तो वो फेल हो जाते हैं, बाद में काली चमड़ी वालों ने क्वेश्चन पेपर सेट किया, एंड ही वाज डिस्क्राइबिंग अमेरिका बट गिविंग अ लेसन टू इंडिया बेसिकली ऑन कास्ट. So is this the divisive mentality that goes from the guru to the chela?
I don't know which school you went to, Navika, but there was a saying, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Today, there's a slight change in the second sentence. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the stupidest of them all? And as far as that party is concerned, any party actually, there are too many people vying for this. I think what Sudhanshu mentioned is a point that we need to dwell on. There is a latent desire within India to be color conscious, casteist. You remember our matrimonial advertising? Oh, wheatish. We are the only country which developed a complexion called wheatish. No one knew what was wheatish. You were either fair or dark. But we developed a thing called wheatish. Ki bhai thoda wo saavla hai. The point is that it is reprehensible that it is uttered by Sam Petroda. I totally disagree with Sanjay. Sam is an intelligent person. He's not stupid. He led the telecom mission in India. He's a person with great gravitas and a great sense of history, a great sense of knowledge. For him to say that means that either latently or there is a desire to kind of set the cat among the pigeons. You don't say these things. You don't say these things ever. You know, the logic that some people are using that you never say this during election season is even more bizarre, which means that other than election season, you can abuse your own country, men and women. The second, the action is too little too late. Everyone knows that the overseas chapters of whether it's the Congress or the BJP or the Samajwadi or the Trinamool don't really matter. You have to take into context Sam Petroda's role as an advisor, confidant, I won't use the word uncle, but you know, all of those to Rahul Gandhi. Whether Rahul Gandhi listens to him or not is not the question. The perception is that Rahul Gandhi and Sam Petroda talk to each other. That Sam Petroda has Rahul Gandhi's ears and vice versa. That perception is important, which BJP has played upon, and why not? The third, which is a very important thing, it has again brought into motion this reprehensible debate in India. I remember when we were growing up in Calcutta as a joke, but it was a joke which was a slur. And I remember when I got into advertising, I ran campaigns against the fact that we were using fairness screens to define success. Many companies, and I think even Sanjay will remember, including FMCG companies of a very high order, were actually using fairness screens to say, if you become fair, you become lovely. If you become fair, you can pass an examination. If you become fair, you can get a job. Why rake all these issues up again when we are slowly working towards building a nation on merit, not on color? A nation based on the complexion of your intellect, not on the complexion of your skin. When we are working towards building an India that unites Indians. Now you might say that no, Mr. Modi is divisive, Rahul Gandhi is divisive. I'm sorry. We have come a long way. Why do you want to go back into regression and into regressive thinking is something beyond my comprehension. I think it is not just condemnation. It is also a pointer towards the feelings that are within people, under the surface perhaps maybe, that have today risen to the fore. That is condemnable. What is equally worrying to my mind is that this debate has now taken a different, no pun intended, color. It is now about who is more divisive, who is more reprehensible, who is more abusive. That's not the argument. The argument is someone who is very senior in a pan-national party which fought for India's freedom, fought the British, fought colonialism, is today speaking the language of hatred, of divisiveness, and of identifying India and dividing it on the basis of color and on the basis of complexion. That's the worrying argument.
Well, let me get in Suman Siraman. Suman Siraman, African?
Please go
Acceptable?
on. Please go on.
Acceptable as a definition?
Navika, first of all, I think Dr. Petroda should not have spoken primarily because he should have known that what he said would provide ammunition for the BJP to be used in this manner. But I just genuinely have a doubt. I want to ask a simple question. If somebody calls another person, says that he looks Chinese, is that abuse? If somebody says that someone is
it is racism.
like an African,
it is racism, my
abuse?
friend.
Is it racism?
Of course it
Chinese
is.
Racism?
My God, do I have to give
Okay.
you the definition of racism
Is it
now?
abusive?
What an
Is it
argument.
I
abusive?
mean, is that your
One
argument?
second. No, 1 second.
No.
1 second. You are not okay. Now
No,
these
for-
two gentlemen
for
who spoke
congressmen,
before
this
me
is
spoke
adjective.
for a total of 12 minutes. I am asking a simple question, sir. I don't know. If you call somebody African, it is an abusive term, is it? I don't know. I'm asking genuinely.
Oh.
Depends on
If
the
I call
context.
somebody a
It depends
Chinese,
on the
I'm
context.
abusing them.
A lot of people.
I don't know.
used to
I'm
call
asking.
people
Yeah,
from the
please
Northeast
clarify
pinky.
it to me.
I'm sorry. So let
Who
me
is
clarify.
being
for you.
racist
So much
You know,
here?
we're not
if
Who is being
running.
racist
We're
here?
not
I'm
running a
asking
nursery school here to explain this to you.
wait,
But
wait,
Dr. Anand Raganathan, would you want to explain this to
wait,
Dr.
Navika.
Sumant C. Raman, who
No,
does not
wait.
understand
Let me
African
speak.
bola to is
Let
it
me
abusive?
speak.
How
These
innocent and
people
cute do you want to be? As cute as Sam
1 minute.
Petroda? Dr.
Why-
Anand Ranganathan,
why
please
are
respond.
Why are you demeaning? Why are you taking Africans as an abuse? Why are you treating calling somebody Chinese as abusive? I think all of you should apologize. I think you should apologize for being
We are
racist.
saying because you are connecting every Indian from outside.
Sir, how do you say that calling somebody an African is an abuse? Africa is a wonderful continent made up of wonderful people. Why are you taking it as an abuse?
Well, an Indian is not an
Chinese
African
are
or a
the second
Chinese or
largest
a
economy
Gora
in the
or
world.
an
Why are
Arab.
you
That
calling
is why it is an abuse for an Indian. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, please explain to him. I'm coming to you, Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi.
No.
Now, please. Now, yeah.
But you didn't pick up the white. Is that also
Yeah,
abusive?
is there a-
you don't.
is
You
there
are. You are
What's going
having
on, Navika? Can I
racist
speak?
ideas which you are incorporating into people.
Why the Navika?
Yes, go on, Dr. Anand Ranganathan.
Yes. Habaritsa Gioni Navika Hujambo. Habaritsa Gioni Vana Jopo Vana Zangu. Sorry, I was speaking in Swahili because as a South Indian, I'm African. No, but Navika, you must understand this is not Sam's mindset. This is the mindset of the Congress. They want to divide India because dividing India is what they have been doing for 75 years. This is their core expertise. And they think once they've divided India, they will easily be able to rule it. This is the same Sam Petroda, whose despicable phrase, hua to hua, was used in trying to explain the 1984 Sikh genocide. The same Sam who wants to punish the middle class into paying more taxes, who wants to levy an inheritance tax, who wants to redistribute the wealth and reduce everyone to be poor. Same Sam Petroda who said something is wrong with the EVMs. Give me 1 year to study its circuitry and I will tell you what. Well, Sam has been studying Rahul Gandhi for 40 years and he still hasn't figured out what is wrong with the circuitry. But this time he has gone too far, leaving the Congress even red-faced and rushing to condemn him. Look, Sam's statement is preposterous. It is not a question that anybody is saying African is being abusive. No, don't muddy the waters. Talk to a scientist if you've learned science, or maybe your question paper for science was set up by some upper caste and that's why you flunked, according to Rahul. The statement is preposterous. Because race is not a scientific concept. Nobody is saying African is an abuse. It is wrong for him to label Indians as African and Chinese and Arab. That is what it is. It is not abusive. I say proudly, I'm Ethiopian. Not only are 8 billion humans 99.97% genetically identical. Modern human genome, Navika, is but a mishmash of primate, plant, bacterial, parasite and viral DNA. Only fools conflate investigating genetic ancestry with racial purity. Tens of thousands of years ago, the indigenous populations were restricted to their own land and habitat and therefore they adapted to their environment, its climate, its heat and cold and sunlight. But science shows that humans have been mixing for thousands of years, especially humans in India. Look at the ANI and ASI population mixing. We are all Ethiopian, but we have slowly adapted to various environments. Now, finally, our genome is 99.1% identical to that of a chimpanzee. And I don't mean similar, I mean identical. For those who believe otherwise, I can only say their evolution is incomplete. थोड़ी साइंस पढ़ के आ जाओ भैया।
यानी आपने साइंस बहुत पढ़ा दी, पर एक वायरस वाला आपने कुछ कहा था, ये वायरस किसी में ज्यादा किसी में कम हो जाता है, ऐसा भी कुछ है?
नाविका, 10% of human genome is actually viral DNA.
नहीं तो सिर्फ 10% के कुछ गंगा राम्स में ज्यादा है?
No, it depends if you're less of a human being. If you're less of a human being, your viral factor goes up. Simple.
Okay.
He's talking about normal human beings.
Okay. Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi.
One thing I would like to say, Suman C. Ramanji was saying that Dr. Anand Ranganathan has given a very appropriate answer. There is nothing abusive. But with due humility, I would like to ask Suman C. Ramanji that though Sam Pitroda is having no concrete base of calling anybody African or Arab or Chinese, but if somebody wants to say that Rahul ji and Priyanka ji is half Italian, so whether you will consider it as an appraisal or as an offending statement? If you consider as an appraisal, then from now onwards you should start speaking.
You have been saying
and now,
you have been saying it.
Now I am coming, sir. Sir, now you have become offended.
With you.
Now you have become offended. Sir, you have become offended. Now let me complete my submission.
At all. There is no offense,
I just want to say one thing.
Nobody is getting offended. That's the point. You are saying if you call somebody
now coming
African,
to,
it is an insult. That is the sad part.
क्या बात कर रहे हैं आप? You have moved to election commission.
If as an Indian I'm called a Chinese, I do get offended. You may not because you're very broad-minded, but to me, my Indian identity is extremely important. And I don't quite take kindly to being called a Gora.
Suhail said,
which I'm not.
Abuse. Called it abusive. He used the word abuse.
Yes.
He used the word abuse. Sorry.
Okay, why is it an abuse? Why is it an abuse? Suhail said.
Let me respond. I will use another word. Reputative. Now try and figure that one out. I will also use the word abuse. And let me tell you why, Sumant. You may be thick-skinned, tolerant, a man of the world, evolved with even less viral load in your body, and you may be a decent human being as you surely, and you don't get affected by slur. But let me tell you, when we were in boarding school, when you are in larger society, when people call people from the northeast chinky, when people call people south, hey, ye to kaliya hai, are ye hai, ye to wo hai. Even our cinema continued this slur. People do get impacted. You may not get impacted. That's your badappan. That's your evolution. That's perhaps your ability to, tide over it. A, B, I haven't finished.
My point is...
Number two, you say abuse. One man's poison is another man's nectar. Who are you to decide? Ask a person from the northeast.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Sanjay Jha, which is why I asked, why is Rahul Gandhi silent tonight? Why is Rahul Gandhi silent? Should he not have spoken?
Let me counter that.
Ek minute. Are you?
Time to counter that, please.
1 minute. Sanjay Jha.
Okay. My point,
said it's abusive.
One man's nectar is another man's poison. Hello, who's speaking?
1 minute, Dr. Suman C. Raman. Your name is not Sanjay Jha. Sanjay Jha has been raising his hand. He gets a chance to speak. Sanjay Jha.
Okay.
Unmute yourself, Sanjay Jha. Itna mat daro Suman C. Raman se.
Navika, let me tell you this. Since on the program, we have been talking about divisiveness, whether it's race, whether it's politics, whether it's religion. I want to just ask one question today. I think everyone here deserves an answer. And my good friend Sudhanshu ji should answer this. Sudhanshu ji, जब प्रधानमंत्री कहते हैं कि मुझे आप इसलिए वोट दीजिए क्योंकि राम मंदिर पर बाबरी के ताले लगेंगे, तो आपको क्या लगता है ये देश को एक बनाने की कोशिश है?
All right. सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी, इन्होंने सैम पिट्रोडा की बात शायद नहीं सुनी, पर जवाब दीजिए।
नहीं, मैं बताना चाहता हूं, वो बिल्कुल सही बात है। 22-23 दिसंबर 1949 को बाबरी का ताला लगा दिया गया था आफ्टर इंडिपेंडेंस, जबकि सोमनाथ में भव्य मंदिर बन रहा था। बट नाउ आई कम टू दिस पॉइंट. Dr. Anand Rangathan has said that 10% of our genome is connected to viral genome. But there is a significant virus which has entered into the mind of Congress party, and Sam Pitroda is reflecting that. You know what is the virus? The name of that is the M virus. You know what is M virus? This is the Macaulay virus of 19th century and Marxist virus of 20th century. And there can be another M virus, which the viewers might be wise enough to understand there can be another M also. But there is a remedy of virus is only vaccine. That is M vaccine also. That is Modi vaccine. And we have got one dose, first dose of Modi vaccine in 2014. Second dose in 2019. Now the booster dose is required in 2024. Then this virus can be properly and finally cured.
Well, at the moment, I think this virus and this vaccine really may be required for Sam Pitroda. But the question is, for every Indian tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is it objectionable that they are being called Goras, Africans, Chinese or Arabs? Am I just not enough to be an Indian? Should the diversity in India be labeled as origins coming from other countries? And for the Northeast, to me it's a very sensitive issue. They have been fighting the takeover by China, and to be called a Chinese, is that something that you as an Indian can accept? Is that not an abuse? Because Dr. Suman Siraman doesn't think so. What do you think? Do write to us. But tonight, that's all on this debate. Thank you very much for all the panelists who joined me on this debate.